Hey everyone, it's JoJo and welcome to a Beyblade Burst Sparking unboxing and review. Today I'm finally unboxing B171, the triple booster set, featuring the new evolution of Dragon, Tempest Dragon, along with two other Beyblades. And from what I've seen so far, Tempest Dragon is a beast, but we'll get into that later. Alright, so here is the front of the packaging. This is a triple booster, so it doesn't come with a launcher or a ripcord or any of that, just the three Beyblades. Alright, so here's the front of the packaging featuring all the Beyblades it comes with, and then on the back we have all the parts for each Beyblade. Here all the way on the left we have Tempest Dragon, Charged Metal 1A. And the Tempest ring does have a mode change, which is depicted right here at the bottom. It does have a rebound mode and also a fixed mode when attacked hard enough. But yeah, I'm really excited about this Beyblade. I'm really excited for the ring and even the performance tip, Charged Metal. And here in the middle we have Curse Satan, Arrow Dash, Hold Dash 1D. So if you couldn't get Curse Satan from the random booster, this is also a new way to get it, but it's just the chip, ring, and chassis. Everything else will be different from the original combo. Here lastly, we have Naked Diabolos, 11 Wave Goku. We got a lot of new parts in this triple booster set. So Naked Layer actually came in another booster, random booster, so this is another way to get this layer so you don't have to chance yourself with getting it through a booster. And this I actually don't have because I've never been able to pull it. And this one is a very interesting driver wave, so we got to check that one out as well. Alright, that is it for the packaging. Let's get to unboxing. Here we have some stickers for the Beyblades, which is upside down, but I will apply these later on. And then we have the Superking customized guide featuring all of these Beyblades here. So you could go ahead and pause and if you want to check out all those combos. And down here we have a teaser for the next Beyblade. I believe this is World Spriggan, which was revealed not too long ago. Comes out September 19th, 2020. And then we got the instructions, which I'll take a look at later as well. And all of the Beyblades. It looks so cool, so pretty. I really love the colors of the chassis from what I've been seeing so far. And I love the way the Diabolos chip looks already. I'm just gonna jump right into it and talk about Tempest Dragon right away. Here we have the ring and the chip with the stickers all applied as well. I love the aesthetics of this Beyblade. I love the rainbow colors that it has. The white, nice pearly white paired with gold. It just looks overall a really good Beyblade. And it does share some aesthetics from its first Beyblade. Ace Dragon, like this red flame, has kind of transformed into this rainbow, and it does still have that gold and white traditional colors it has. And it also has similarities in terms of its abilities and gimmicks to Imperial Dragon. So let's talk about that next. So Tempest Dragon has two modes. The first mode is a bound attack. So similar to God Valkyrie, it has a blade that bounces back and forward when it hits another Beyblade. That's also very similar to Imperial, when a few of the blades could also bound attack, but with Imperial Dragon it has an awaken mode and it stays like that permanently. Tempest Dragon, it has also an awaken mode that you could put back into unawakened, I guess. So here we have the bound attack, and we have another blade that comes up here. So we have a smaller blade, and when it hits the Beyblade opponent hard enough, it could fix into this permanent attack right here. And here it is without it, and here it is with it, just as a comparison. And you could put it back into its normal state. So all you have to do is push this back in and release that. So that is a way you could just keep it off or keep it on. I'm actually not sure about the ruling, whether or not you could manually do this or just let it happen during battle. This is a new Beyblade, so we'll just have to see what the ruling says about the mode change on this ring. But yeah, overall looks great. I'm so excited to use this Beyblade. All right, next up we do have the double chassis 1A, which we have seen before, which came first with Super Hyperion. It comes in this nice blue recolor. And we probably have the other star of the show here, the driver Charge Metal. Looks super cool. And here we have just regular Charge on its own. I don't have Charge Dash, so this is the only thing I can compare it to. So regular Charge, it's got metal all the way around it, but the plastic, but the tip is plastic compared to Charge Metal, where it's not so filled out like regular Charge. It's a little bit hollow. You can see the 4 hollow areas there. But the other thing about this, it has a metal tip, which is basically a metal hole flat. So imagine this would have a lot more stamina than the regular Charge. Another thing I want to point out about Tempest Dragon is that it kind of combines both elements of Ace Dragon and Imperial Dragon. So Imperial Dragon obviously is with the ring and the mode changes, and same thing goes with the Sting disc that originally came with Ace Dragon. It does have like a bound attack as well. So that's kind of incorporated into the ring. And of course we have the Charge upgrade to Charge Metal. So let's put this Beyblade together. And there is no like different ways you can orient the chassis. It's all the same no matter how you position it. And here we have Tempest Dragon, looking super cool. So let's do some weight comparisons before moving on to the next Beyblade. Tempest Dragon with the chip and everything, 16.29, and then Ace Dragon with the weights and chip and everything, 20.37, and Imperial Dragon, 29.86. And I kind of want to compare this to the Rage Ring a little bit. So here we have Rage, 14.41. All right, so this one is a little bit heavier, 13.31, just by itself. Yeah, so Rage Ring is still a little bit heavier. And then all together, 78.11. Next up, we have Curse Satan, Arrow Dash, Hold Dash, 1D. So I've talked about Curse Satan before when I unboxed it from a random booster. This one is actually considered as an attack type because of the parts that it comes with, but the layer or the ring itself is defense type. It has these 5 rollers which deflect attacks. It's also very flat. There's not a lot of there's not too many grooves in it, but it's flat enough to be categorized as a defense type. And I do have the original color here, so you could go ahead and take a look at the differences. They both look really great. This is a really good shade of green. Next up we have the 1D chassis. This is a single chassis, meaning it is compatible with a disc. You can use it for both left and right Beyblades. Very flat. And again, I've talked about this before. This is 1D for 1 defense, and here's the original one. We have a purple and a green. Then next up we have the disc. This is Arrow Dash, which I have not really used a lot, but it is really flat. I can't imagine how much this is going to affect the Beyblade. It's really light, but paired with the chassis, it should be a little bit heavier. Next up we have Hold Dash. This is what makes it the attack type. So this is basically attack type performance tip or driver. It's got this free spinning tip here, and it is a dash driver, so it's going to not burst as much. So Hold Dash also came with a WBBA exclusive Grand Valkyrie. It comes in orange. So again, this is another way you could get Hold Dash. Yeah, and the dash really helps it with the tightness. Yeah, that was a really nice fit. All right, so let's weigh each part. We got Curse Satan, 11.57, and I am curious if it is the same as the 11.48. Not too far off. Then we have the Arrow Dash disc, 16.49. Then 1D, 11.35. Again, I'm kind of curious to see which one is okay, about the same. So pretty consistent. And then performance tip or driver, 6.69. And then altogether, it is 46.1112. And lastly, we have Naked Diabolos. All right, so we're taking a step back and going back to GT system. I absolutely love this GT chip of Diabolos. It comes with the Goku weight inside the layer and also the naked layer. So I don't have this layer, and it is left spinning, which I forgot to mention earlier. And overall, this Beyblade is considered a balance type, but I feel like this layer is considered defense just because of how flat the sides are and how high they are as well. Next up we have the disc, which is 11, and that is all it comes with. Very light. But we do have a new driver. This is Wave, which looks super interesting. It looks like the defense driver, if you guys remember how that looks like with the ring around it, but it doesn't have a ball tip. It has flat tip on the very tip of it, and also an even flatter one beneath it. So it's kind of like a really beefed up defense plus fusion combined. And it doesn't have these like ridges all the way around. I imagine when it hits that stadium floor, it's gonna make some pretty interesting noises. And I'm also wondering about what happens if this middle tip gets worn down. I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to use it, but that would be kind of cool to have that really wide flat tip. That would be pretty awesome. Alright, let's weigh each part. So this is the layer with the chip and weight altogether, 23.07, and then the 11 disc, 19.53, and the Wave driver, 8.23. Now all together now, 50.79. Test launch time. Let's start off with Curse Satan with the Hold Dash driver. 3, 2, 1, go. So it stalls okay, and it kind of acts like volcanic a little bit, and since the tip does have like a free spinning aspect to it, it's going to have a little bit more stamina than other attack type drivers. Next up is Naked Diabolos with the Wave driver. Really curious about this one, so I'll launch it two different ways, one straight down and one at an angle. So this is straight down. The sound it made when it hit the tornado ridge kind of reminded me of Jaggy a little bit. A really loud driver. So it's staying right in the middle. And now let's do more of an angled launch. And it's got a really nice pattern, like more in the center of the stadium. And I will do a test battle with this in a little bit. So first, let's get on with the Tempest Dragon launch test. 3, 2, 1, go. Got a little bit of a crazy attack pattern in the beginning, and I didn't feel like I launched that hard enough, and you can see that the blades are sticking out, I think just from hitting the walls. Let's put that back in and see if that theory holds true. Alright, so let's go back to normal mode and do another launch. Alright, so I didn't hit the walls, and I don't know if you can see it, but I do see the red more exposed. So maybe if you launch it hard enough, the force of it will just kind of let it be in that fixed position. Like it doesn't even need to hit another Beyblade. So let's see where it's at. Yeah, so all the blades are out. Yeah, as long as you hit it hard enough or launch it hard enough, the blades should just come out and get into an awakened state. Alright, so let's do a quick test battle between these two because I want to see how this performs in battle. So it does a little bit of a counter move, kind of like with Fusion a little bit. Ooh, that looked like a tie, but I kind of want to give that one to Naked Diabolos. Let's actually use a left spinning Beyblade against Naked Diabolos, because I still want to see how the pattern is. So I have Mirage Fafnir here. The Mirage Fafnir still won. I would kind of want to say the tilt transfer on this driver is better, but I'm not sure. That's a win for Naked Diabolos. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure about this performance tip or this driver yet. I'll just have to do some more testing. So that is it for my unboxing and review of the Beyblade Burst Sparking Triple Booster Set. This set is really worth picking up. You get Tempest Dragon, you get a lot of new parts, and especially parts that come from random boosters or exclusive releases. So yeah, again, this is just a good way to get parts that you haven't gotten before, and new parts as well. And I do have high hopes for Tempest Dragon. I think it's gonna be really good in attack. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you next time with more Beyblade Burst. See you soon.